To use Git with GitHub, you'll need to have a preferably empty working folder on your local drive. I've got one on my E drive here, so E git test. So first we want to go ahead and launch Git. We'll use the command line version again for this. And navigate to the drive. So cd e:/git test. All right. And we can, maybe if we need to, we'll go ahead and configure username and email using the git config command. Global user.name. Email. All right, so now that we have Git set up, first thing we want to do is we want to clone this repository. So I'm picking just this sample I've created here. And you can see once again, I've got some serious spelling issues. So we want to go ahead and fix those. And then we'll be able to upload this and see the changes. So first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and pull the repository. In Git lingo, that means we want to clone it. So the easiest thing to do is to just go ahead and grab the URL from your repository, and then you can paste and make the appropriate changes inside of Git. So we're looking for git clone. Paste that and add a .git at the end and then run. So it's going to go ahead and grab everything that's in that repository and bring it down, creating a folder called desktop tutorial. And you can see here's the README file, and we'll go ahead and open this up real quick. So there's our README file with the misspelling. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. First, we want to do a couple of things. Let's check our status. Okay, one of the problems I don't see is I don't see a main up top here, because normally when it runs it in, it'll branch off main, so it'll put that there, and you can see the main in the back here. So let's take a quick look at status and see what's going on. Okay, I've got an issue here. This is not a Git repository. Once again, we kind of check here, and the reason why we don't have a Git repository is we're in desktop tutorial. So we'll move into that folder. Okay, we still don't see main, so let's do another status check. Okay, so we have a problem here. It says dubious ownership, and that's because this is actually a removable external drive. It's probably formatted with one of the FAT file systems, which doesn't have all of the niceties that Unix systems might have. So what we need to do is tell Git to override the save status, and we'll just go ahead and use it as is. So you can see here the command here, and so we can just actually, if we wanted to, maybe copy and paste this. All right, now one thing I did have noticed is that running this command, if you use the Windows \, it doesn't seem to work. So I'll stick with the / here and try to run this. Okay, and there is a command you can use to actually check to see if your safe directory is there. And the command is this. It's called get all safe directory. So we do git config global get -all safe directory. Now you'll notice already that we see the main here, so we know that everything is okay. But let's just run this command and see what we get. Okay, so here is our one currently safe directory on this particular repository. And so we're good to go at this point. So what we want to do is let's go ahead and edit our file. Oh, let's create a branch first. So we'll do this. Git branch, new branch. All right, and then we'll use the new branch using the checkout command, git checkout new branch. All right, and once again, we do a quick status update, see what we got here. Okay, so nothing to commit at the moment. So let's go ahead and run our edit. So actually, first let's add the file. So we'll say git add readme. Okay, all right, now we'll go ahead and make our changes. So we'll pop this up into Notepad and let's fix this spelling problem, save the changes, then come back. Get a quick status update, see what we got. Did it detect the changes? Yes, it did. Okay, now something I've noticed, and I'm not exactly sure why this occurs, but I have to re-add this file for some reason in order to make the change. I could also commit this with an add using this command here, git commit -a, but I'm going to go ahead and just add the file. So git add readme. Actually, let's just see, I'll rerun this command. There we go. All right, and then now that I've got it added, once again, I do a git status, and now it should say, okay, I've got some changes here that need to be committed. So let's go ahead and commit those changes. So git commit -m, because I want to leave a message for my users. So I'm going to say fixed a spelling error in readme.md. All right, so now I've got the branch changed. What I want to then do is merge this to the new branch and then push it up to my GitHub. So then the next step then would be to get back into the main branch, and I can use the checkout command for that. Okay, and as you can see, I'm back on main. So now I'm going to go and merge the changes. So I use the merge command in this case. So we'll say git merge new branch. All right, that'll push the branches or the changes up into the main. And then from here, all I need to do to get it up to GitHub is simply push the changes in using the push command. So git push origin main. Let's check this and we'll turn this around, and we do get it. So whatever that failure is, didn't. So that is how we will essentially pull down a repository, make changes, and then push the changes back using Git into GitHub.